Scotty, I have a question.
All right, here we go.
Scott, I'm a little concerned about your safety because in San Diego, like in the brush behind you, there are mountain lions. Did you check around your perimeter to make sure you were safe?
Well, you know, it's funny, Dean, you say that because I don't know if I was a little delayed on this live shot. I was kind of pointing over there and saying, oh, hold on 1 second, hold on 1 second. It was actually the security guard telling me I'm not supposed to be going live here right now. I didn't check with public security, but he didn't say anything about mountain lions.
Yeah.
So I apologize for the slight delay in my live shot. I was telling the guy, I'll be fine. I'm just talking about basketball. He didn't mention anything about coyotes or mountain lions or anything like that. But if you look behind me, I mean, you can see all the way to the ocean. It is absolutely gorgeous up here on the campus of the University of San Diego. The Toreros is their name, but the games are actually being held straight across town at San Diego State University.
That's the Pacific Ocean, by the way, Scotty.
That's true.
The Pacific Ocean, it is, of course.
Okay. Scott Eisberg traveling coast to coast, relentlessly following the story. Scotty, people really want to know this. When was the last time you went dancing, and what was the genre of music?
I'm going to go with the Macarena at my bar mitzvah. How about that?
Oh, I like that. Throwing a little Macarena at the buffet. That's good.
You like that?
Dancing with the College is sponsored by Palmetto Exterminators.
Good evening from San Diego, California. I'm Scott Eisberg, and this is not a bad place to be. I have beaten the College of Charleston out here, but they are on the way. Just moments ago, they left TD Arena heading to the airport, the private airport, and they're going to fly a charter out to San Diego, get out here late tonight. Their game is on Friday night, 7:27 against Auburn. The theme of that meeting with the media and the send-off, we're not just going to have fun in San Diego. We're going to try to win this thing. We're going to try to win a game or two. One of the guys on that team charter knows plenty about winning, plenty about the tournament. The legend, John Kress. In one way or another, it's a phrase that John Kress has been spouting on TV for 24 years now.
But we're doing the Charleston at the big dance. And we're part of March Madness, the road to the Final Four. We're real excited. We're called giant killers down here at Charleston, so anything can happen.
The feeling never gets old. The memory's quick to flood back to the sharp-witted New Yorker turned Charleston legend. He'll always be coach in this town, whether he's on the sideline or not.
In 1994, Scott, we got in that large bid. I didn't think we were going to get in that large bid. So I said, players, I don't want my players there. I don't want them to be a pity party. And we got, the name was up there. We were going to play Wake Forest and Tim Duncan. And we went to the Rupp Arena. We didn't win it, but we were there. And that started it. Then 97, 98, 99, more trips, great memories. There's nothing like playing in the big dance, the NCAA tournament. It's a dream come true.
He'll be in San Diego with his wife, Sue. How perfect. Reunited at the dance with his most notable pupil, Greg Marshall in Wichita, and his up-and-coming one. Kress says, no question, though, he'll be wearing maroon in Cali.
I let him alone this week. I bug him too much sometimes. Earl, how about this? How about that? But he's a great young coach. We have a really nice relationship. Really proud of Earl and what he's accomplished. Rebuilt the program step by step, brick by brick, and it's really happened. And he's got great players, and we're going to continue to be good. Not only this year, we're going to win a couple more games. It's not over yet, but we're going to be really good in the future, Scott.
Part of so much Cougar history. Proud to witness some more. The College of Charleston certainly not the only Palmetto State team here. Of course, the Clemson Tigers will arrive as well. They will play New Mexico State right after the College of Charleston. We will have all of this covered tomorrow night, 7:30, brought to you by Palmetto Exterminators, dancing with the College and Clemson. We are talking NCAA tournament for a half hour at 7:30 live here in San Diego, California. Those Clemson fans, they like basketball, but boy, do they like football as well. And why don't we talk some football? Sammy Watkins, the Clemson great, is heading to the Kansas City Chiefs. A 3-year contract he'll sign for $48 million. He is elite when healthy, but he has been healthy sparingly during his NFL career. ever, one of the greatest ever to play for Clemson. That deal should become official tomorrow when guys can sign in the NFL. But that will wrap things up from here in San Diego, California. Just an absolutely gorgeous day, a bit overcast. Otherwise, you'd even see the mountains out there behind the city. We will be here live all week long leading up to that big game Friday night at 7:27, the College in Auburn, followed up by 9:55's game, Clemson and New Mexico State. And, of course, tomorrow night, that big special, 7:30 in the evening. For now, live out in San Diego, California, I'm Scott Eisberg. I'll send it back to you guys.
Scotty, while we have you, and with the picturesque background behind you, the College of Charleston should arrive sometime tonight in San Diego. Will you be their official Uber driver?
No, I think the NCAA pays for a charter bus for them. So luckily, the Nissan Versa that I rented with no power windows, I don't think we're going to fit a bunch of 7-foot guys in there. I went cheap on the rental car. I couldn't even plug in my cell phone. That's why it's about to die right now. That's the problem. When you cheap out on things, you don't always get the best quality. But I'll tell you what, I'll take it, Dino. I'm in San Diego. This is good.
So is this safe to assume that you didn't book a room at the Coronado down there on the bay?
I'm down in Coronado Beach. No, actually, the hotel I'm staying at is pretty decent. It's not bad. I haven't seen any rats or anything like that yet, so that's always a good thing. I'm sure there'll be plenty of good food eaten tonight, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, we're a Market 92 budget, but hey, we are the first station out here in San Diego, California. I'll take it. Beat that.
Go charge your cell phone. Scott Eisberg live for us there in California. In true Scotty fashion, doing things on the cheap end of things, right?
Yeah. It's a picture worth 1,000 words. An act of kindness turns into a blessing for a waitress. Her story when we come back.
Catch Sports 4 on the Bobby Harton Show, weekdays at 4:25 on ESPN Radio.
Good evening from San Diego. I'm Scott Eisberg, and sports comes to you live tonight right outside the Viejas Arena, where the College of Charleston is inside, about to go warm up for their game tonight. It is good to be a 13 seed in this tournament. For the fourth time ever, 2 13 seeds have won in the first round. Buffalo last night just obliterating Arizona. And then today, right here in San Diego, Marshall beating Wichita and sending the Shockers home. Of course, the College of Charleston is a 13 seed. But maybe they would be higher than a 13 seed if they had played all season long with Jarrell Brantley. Every game they played against a Power 5 opponent, a big-time opponent, a big-name opponent, they played without Brantley. Now he's back and healthy. Joe Chealy is healthy. Grant Riller is healthy. They are all on all cylinders. They are all playing good basketball right now. Auburn is good, very good, but they have lost 4 of their last 6 games. They are SEC co-champions. The College of Charleston far from intimidated.
I mean, it's going to take a good performance. It's going to take some toughness. We don't have to be perfect. I mean, but we got to really play well. Got to take care of the ball. We got to share it on offense. And defensively, we're going to have to really be sharp. And our rebounding is going to have to be at a high level. This is a good team. They won the SEC regular season championship. And Bruce Pearl's a good coach. So, you know, we're really going to have to play well. And we got a great challenge in front of us.
Bruce Pearl, of course, the coach he's talking about, the head coach of Auburn, used to be the head coach at Tennessee, made some runs in the tournament there and up in Milwaukee, but Bruce Pearl's last time coaching in the tournament, well, he lost by 30 points and he was fired the following Monday. That has nothing to do with this whatsoever. It's just a little stat for you. Bottom line, though, Auburn, they know who the College of Charleston is. The Cougars are not some small team that they've never heard of. They are well aware, and listen to Bruce Pearl. This guy has done his homework.
He's smart. He can go either way, and he can score at the rim. You got to guard him from 3. You can't back off him. He's not can't close out short on him. He's got size to see over the ball screens. He's a really good player, and he can defend. Riller is just an elite scorer. Terrific athlete, gets downhill, finishes at the rim. Again, doesn't need much time to get that thing off. I mean, those guys are really tough covers. Really tough. They're as tough a covers as we've seen all year long.
Sports 4 proud to bring you team coverage out here in California because we have two teams playing. The College of Charleston now covered. How about the Clemson Tigers? For more on them, here's Darren Stoltzfus.
Well, Scotty, as for the other Palmetto State team in action out here in San Diego tonight, the Clemson Tigers, they're taking on New Mexico State, that pesky 12 seed. But New Mexico State's actually the closest team to this regional. They're only about 675 miles away from home. But speaking of being far from home, Brad Brownell says back in Clemson, that's where this team really grew together. And part of that even comes from help with the football team. Yes, Dabo Swinney and those perennial powers in the ACC, the national championship winning Tigers, what they've done on the football field certainly at times outshines the basketball program. But that exposure, that helps this team. And Brad Brownell says even out here in San Diego, Dabo Swinney, still a relentless fan of this team, still in his ear, expecting the Tigers to do big things.
You know, I'm a huge Coach Swinney fan. He's left me messages multiple times this week and sounds more excited than I do that we're in the tournament. He's a huge basketball guy. He played high school basketball. So we have a great relationship. And I know a lot of schools talk about family, and I cringe because I've been some places and I hear other schools talk about it. We live it at Clemson. We live in a town of 12,000 people. I mean, there's 6 football coaches that live in my neighborhood. We just are all around each other all the time, and it's real. We want the best for all of our athletes. We want the best for our students, and a big part of that is the athletic department and what that means to our community, and it's special. And I think when you come to Clemson, that's what you see.
The Tigers, one of the final 2 teams to tip off in this year's NCAA tournament, but they are looking for their first win in the round of 64 in 21 years. In San Diego, Darren Stoltzfus, let's send it back over to you, Scott.
Thanks, Darren. As we start to wrap up sports tonight, let's turn back to the College of Charleston. And to get to this tournament, they needed to win a different tournament, the CAA tournament in North Charleston. The winning call? Take a listen.
That's Charleston, put on your dancing shoes. We're going to party like it's 1999. We're going to do the Charleston. Charleston, we're going to the big dance.
That is our good buddy Everett German. What a thrill this is for him. The Mount Pleasant native, the College of Charleston graduate, tonight steps behind the mic in San Diego, California, to call a tournament game for his alma mater.
That's one that I've kind of practiced in my head over and over again if we ever got to that point. And finally, after 19 years, I got a chance to use it.
How special was it because it's your alma mater?
It really is. You don't want a situation, Scott, where we've seen the dark side, and now you come to this point to where you're actually on top. And so I know it's been a long struggle and a long fight for this program, but to finally be there, Scott, just a lot of excitement today.
So tip-off is at 7:27 back in the East, 4:27 here. Clemson right after them. We'll talk about it with you later at 7 and 11 o'clock. For now, that'll do it for Sports Live in San Diego, California. Scott Eisberg, Sports 4.
Catch Sports 4 on the